So coming in directly from Cape Town, South Africa, I landed in Kigali Airport at around midnight for the very first time. Now, I knew that the Visit Rwanda crew was gonna be there waiting for me. What I did not know is that they were gonna be at immigration with cameras rolling before I had the chance to even look in the mirror and settle myself. We are here, we are in Rwanda, and it's been a long time coming. Okay, first off, look at our truck. It's giving like jungle chic, and I'm absolutely here for it. About an hour and a half into the 3-hour ride from Kigali City into Akagera National Park, we stopped at Imigongo Art Gallery. Imigongo is an absolute vibe. It's a cafe meets farmer's market, meets restaurant, meets art gallery, where you can also get your favorite spirits on the go, and I absolutely love it here. We stopped in to have a quick chat with the founder, Charles Ashimwe, to see what the thought process was behind this place, and also what artists and entrepreneurs that he's bringing in and working with.
Imigongo is the first project we did here.
Okay.
It was about conserving the art that's been existing for more than 200 years. Which is based on geometry, color, and modeling. But the concept was around building a company, a social enterprise that brings about innovation and creativity in like rural areas.
Wow. And Imigongo, I was getting a little bit of an education on this on the way over here. It's a slang terminology?
No,
Where does the word come from? A form of art, okay.
Yeah. It's our classical art, which is based on geometry, color, and modeling. You see many patterns drawn out in different areas.
They're gorgeous.
You've seen it in black and white,
yeah.
And different things. But it's not a slang, it's just a form of art.
Okay. Yeah. Are you an artist?
I would call myself, yes, but I'm also like primarily a social entrepreneur.
Yeah.
But I love art a lot. I love getting inspired into modeling and doing things and creating things.
The art culture is so important that there's entrepreneurs that help be able to make it a business. Because a lot of times as an artist, I play both sides as well. And a lot of times as an artist, when you're just in that artistic mode, you don't know how to navigate the business. And you need somebody to kind of come in and bring it to fruition, which I think is what you've done here. It's gorgeous. Charles actually created a lodging extension right across the street from Imigongo. And so now, if you want to split your trip up between Kigali and Akagera Park, you actually have a really beautiful and quaint and quiet place where you can stay. So fun fact, all the traveling that I've done around the world, I've never gone glamping. I've never stayed in one of these glamping tents. So here we are at Ruzizi Tented Lodge inside of Akagera National Park. And let me tell you something, the elements are everywhere. As their staff was walking me to my tent, we heard this loud groan coming from the waterfront in front of my treehouse, turned around and looked, and there was a hippo, one of the world's most dangerous animals, poking its head up outside of the lake. And I could not believe it. And that was just the beginning. We were having lunch and we saw 2 other hippos that were there on the dock by where we were all posted up. So needless to say, I dropped all my stuff after gawking at my beautiful tent that they have at Ruzizi, and I canceled the boat trip that we had. Because here's the deal. It's one thing to know that hippos may be around. It's a completely different thing to see them and hear them chilling right where you're supposed to get on the boat, right? Like, I love my life. Ultimately, it ended up working out really, really well because instead we did a hilltop sunset wine situation. And let me tell you something, Rwanda, thank you for having your beauty set the tone for me for 2023. It was absolutely one of the most stunning views I've ever seen in my life. It was so peaceful and so beautiful to just be inside of the elements. And I just want to thank the Ruzizi staff and the lodging. It was absolutely amazing and really tranquil to set this part of the trip off. Akagera National Park is massive. It's actually bigger than the size of Kigali City. And so after you sign your life away on their release form and you get inside of the gates of the park, the animals are there, but what I love about it the most is that it's so large that the animals are free. You have everything there. You're gonna find your big five. We saw all of the big five except for lions. We're talking about buffaloes on buffaloes, giraffes, elephants, impalas, boars, all the way to like a mass exodus, it seems like, of zebras that were everywhere. We even saw a leopard. There were so many animals, and just having them be so organically in their own elements was one of the most amazing experiences I've ever had. As many of you probably know, poaching is a huge issue when you're talking about national parks like this one. And so they have a whole bunch of systems and processes that help them identify and regulate intruders that may get into the park illegally. With that being said, we got a behind the scenes look at all the goodies that they use to keep track of all of the people as well as the animals that are within the inside of the park. But in addition, and probably the most interestingly, we ended up at the K9 unit. So this is what I'm gonna say as a disclaimer. What you're gonna see may be a little violent, but I promise you, no person nor K9 got harmed in the filming of this content. This is literally a part of their training, their biting training specifically, so check it out. What I will tell you, if you're going to Akagera Park and you're actually doing the ride from south to north, it is a 7-hour ride. So I'm gonna need you to pack your patience. And if you get car sick, I'm gonna need you to pack your Dramamine.